Hello everyone, this is Rika Keyblade Master back once again with another video. Mary Trump has just been interviewed again by Jake Tapper on CNN, and she was talking about something known as the Goldwater Rule, which psychologists and psychiatrists are not to diagnose the condition of a political figure or something like that. Well, here's the thing that really irks me about that. She knows Trump personally, obviously, because she's a relative. She's his niece. And she knows that her own uncle is mentally unstable. Now, she's the one that revealed to us that, he was paid to get through school. In other words, somebody paid the schools off to get him through. And, you know, that's not all that she revealed. She revealed a lot of stuff, but that's just one major thing that stood out to me. And another thing that stood out to me is the fact that when he got home from Walter Reed, he didn't go straight home like he was told to do. He honestly was always going through and, you know, giving supporters, you know, the hi, the hey, whatever. And I feel sorry for the Secret Service agents that were inside of the vehicle with him. I feel sorry for them. I mean, honestly, his whole squad by now admitted that he was an idiot. But, yeah. The Goldwater Rule, was major back in the 1960s or something like that, or maybe the 1600s. I forget. I think it was written in the 1960s. But someone correct me if I'm wrong. And to the person that said in my comment section, Trump 2020, look, you know that this guy is mentally ill. You know that this guy cannot distinguish the difference between right and wrong. That's one of the big things that's an issue. I'm not trying to say anything bad about anybody who's mentally ill, because I actually have friends that have those issues, and I'm not saying anything bad. But I'm saying that they're not as bad as Donald Trump is. Donald Trump just cannot take failure. And I'll admit, I can't take failure either, but I know when I screwed up. You know, and at least I have the guts to admit, oh no, I screwed up. But that's only because it actually came all the way back when I was born, and not gonna lie, I told you guys I didn't have the best wave of going through school. Let me put it to you this way. Anything that I did on an accident, people got really, really mad about, and, you know, that also shaped my major habit of apologizing, even for things that are, you know, insignificant. Even forcing myself to give insignificant apologies. Because a lot of the things that I caused were insignificant to, you know, they didn't really mean anything, but everybody just made a big stink about it. But see, here's the thing that's really irritating is I bet no one made Trump apologize as much as people have made me apologize, which is why he never, ever, ever, he hardly ever apologizes. I'll admit that the habit is bad, that I am constantly apologetic. I'm sorry about that. I'll admit that the habit is bad, but unfortunately, when you go through the stuff that I've went through, yeah, you tend to apologize more than you should. Because people have done nothing but make you apologize for a little petty shit. And it just doesn't seem right. But in terms going back to Trump's mental health, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure we had other presidents that were mentally ill, but they weren't as bad as Donald Trump is. You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference between mentally ill branches. There's a difference. Huge difference. I mean, a person can be... What I'm trying to say is a person can be mentally ill and still, you know, realize the difference between right and wrong. At least they have the ability, you know, at least some of them, excuse me, not all of them, but at least some of them have the ability to apologize and say, hey, you know, I'm really sorry that this keeps happening. I know I'm annoying. I get it, that I'm annoying, but I can't really help that. You know? But, yeah, Donald Trump... And another thing that is wrong that he did, one of the main things that I wanted to talk about real quick, is that he charged us, the taxpayers, for things that he did, such as meeting with world leaders. Instead of meeting at the White House, he thought that that wasn't a good idea, so he met with one at his own Trump Tower. And here's the clincher. He charged us for the meeting. $3 and something for a glasses of tap water that they drank, as well as other stuff like food and, you know, sleeping quarters and wineries. Sort of like every time they order like a liquor or a wine, whatever. And it just, during that meeting, to convince his nation, to convince that other leader's nation to help him. And that's the thing. I feel that, you know, going at the expense of the taxpayer wasn't right. It's ridiculous. But in any case, guys, this has been Riku Keyblade Master. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like I said again to that person who said Trump 2020, look, I really don't see the point in defending the guy. I'm not trying to say that your choice is bad, but myself, I really don't see the point in defending the guy after all that he has done. He's literally washed his hands of the coronavirus and said, hey, you know, we're controlling this, even though we're not. Whereas yesterday when I was talking about his administration just throwing their hands up, they literally did. They said, we are not going to control this pandemic. So, honestly, Trump is not doing his job in terms of doing anything to stop the pandemic, to curb the pandemic. He won't even wear a mask. You know, one of the simplest things, he won't even... No.